Hello there. Welcome to Citizen Briefs at 4 p.m. My name is Waihiga Mwaura. Let's get straight into the updates that you need to know right now. And following the increase in the number of COVID-19 infections, hospitalizations, as well as deaths, the Ministry of Health has reviewed its priority list of those to be vaccinated to include persons aged 58 years and above. Now, in a press statement issued by Dr. Willis Ahwale, the chairperson of the COVID-19 Vaccine Deployment Task Force, people aged 58 years and above are at the highest risk or at a higher risk of severe disease and account for 60% of the recorded deaths. It's for this reason that they will now be a priority target group under the ongoing Phase 1 vaccination exercise. So the ministry has further urged all political, religious and community leaders to take the vaccine so as to boost confidence in the overall vaccination process. The first phase of the vaccination exercise is targeting 1.25 million frontline workers who are at a risk of infection. Now, the death toll in Wednesday's Mandera bus attack rose to 4 as 2 more people succumbed to their injuries whilst being ferried to the airport for airlifting to Nairobi, where they were expected to receive specialized treatment. The Mandera County CEC in charge of health, Dr. Mohamed Ada, confirmed the new developments, stating that another 4 who had sustained critical injuries have been successfully airlifted to Nairobi. Now, the bus ferrying 40 passengers was struck by an improvised explosive device on the way to Mandera town from Lafay on Wednesday morning. The attack happened a day after security agents repulsed an attempt by Al-Shabaab militants who are about to attack a police camp in Lafay, Mandera County, in the latest such incident. Let's talk politics now. Deputy President William Ruto says that he is open to working with any leader who shares similar political ideals, and that includes ODM leader Raila Odinga. In an interview with Radio Citizen this morning, the Deputy President, however, pointed out that those he will work with are those who share in his poverty eradication manifesto. The DP's remarks coming barely 3 weeks after Raila Odinga's elder brother, Dr. Oburu Odinga, alluded to the duo working together ahead of the 2022 general elections. Elfas Lagat tells us more.
Deputy President William Ruto has today alluded to a possibility of working with ODM leader Raila Odinga in the latest showing of changing allegiances and the sprouting of new alliances 16 months to the next general elections.
Watu wengi wanaona ya kwamba niko na tofauti ya kimawazo na former prime minister. Haya ni tofauti ya kisiasa, lakini mahali ninakubaliana na former prime minister, yeye kama vile mimi tunaamini katika chama ya kitaifa.
The DP, in an interview with Radio Citizen this morning, said he was intent on bringing Kenyans together and is ready to work with like-minded leaders to end ethnic balkanization and fight poverty through a bottom-up approach in his themed Hustler campaign.
Wenzake wale wengine hawaamini katika chama ya kitaifa. Wao wanaamini kwenda tafuta kabila yako, tengeneza chama ya kabila yako, alafu utafute mtu mwingine ametengeneza chama ya kabila yake, alafu utafute mwingine ametengeneza chama ya kabila yake, muungane mfanye ukarabati. Mimi hapo sipo.
Ruto, in the clearest indication in recent times, said he might ditch the Jubilee Party and join the newly founded United Democratic Alliance, a party he has been linked with since inception. He cited unnamed individuals within the ruling party bent on frustrating him and other leaders allied to him, referring to the ouster of Elgeyo Marakwet Senator Kipchumba Murkomen and Nakuru Senator Susan Kihika from key positions within the Senate.
Wamefurusha watu wengi kutoka uongozi mbalimbali. Mkutano unaofanyika sio mkutano wa kujenga, ni mkutano wa kubomoa.
He also termed a plot to remove him as Jubilee deputy party leader as motivated by selfish gains. Ruto has scaled down his public appearances, especially political gatherings, in line with government directives, and further urged Kenyans to take the vaccine. Elfas Lagat, Citizen TV.
And staying with politics, Wiper, KANU, ANC and Ford Kenya parties have unveiled a new alliance dubbed the One Kenya Alliance that they say is the country's new political alternative. The four-party leaders added that they will popularize their union ahead of next year's general election.
So we stand here to tell Kenyans that if you thought there was no alternative, please start putting in your minds that there is an alternative of hope.
We have the NASA coalition, which is legally in existence and which our friends continue sometimes to misinterpret deliberately, as in the case of Senator Malala. Senator Malala has stood out as one of the most promising young Kenyan leaders.
We've got candidates in different by-elections, which we've all agreed that as one alliance, we are going to pull them out.
Today, therefore, marks the beginning of our resolve to traverse the entire country and reach out to all Kenyans with the aim of rolling out our vision for a united and secure nation.
Tributes poured in for the late Robin Njogu during a funeral service at the All Saints Cathedral Church to celebrate the life of the veteran radio journalist who succumbed to COVID-19 complications last week. Robin Njogu, Robin's widow, in her tribute described him as a dedicated family man who gave everything and ensured his family came first. Now, Robin's emotional children paid tribute to their father as a man who created time for them. The Royal Media Services Managing Director, Wachira Waruru, in a tribute read by Editorial Director Joe Ageo, said that the country had lost a talented, firm and visionary journalist who immensely transformed radio news. Robin Njogu has been mourned by friends and colleagues as an excellent journalist who mentored many young people in the industry. Robin Njogu's body will leave Nairobi tomorrow for Eldoret before his burial in his rural home in Cheranganyi on Saturday.
To say that Robin loves the children will be an understatement. Robin's children are his life. He was there for all their major events in life. He involved them in everything he did. He introduced them to all the relatives. He went with them for all family functions.
We'll miss your guidance, discipline, and cover that has made us who we are today. You taught us to be neat and excellent in all our ways. Dad, we will miss our movie nights with you. Money Heist was your favorite, and it will be a reminder of the good times we shared together.
We are still in denial that you are gone, Robbie. But day by day, we will have to accept that the focused, hardworking, and humble brother that we loved so much will no longer physically be with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, in Robin, this country has lost a talented journalist and editor whose contribution to journalism was well recognized across the industry. At RMS, Robin was in charge of all our news and current affairs programs on radio. His firm and visionary leadership ensured high-quality products across all of our 13 radio stations, a majority of which are leaders in their respective markets.
Robin, you not only worked in radio, but rose to master that citadel of journalism, news. At a time when news was most threatened with rising social media and disinformation, you held strong, astute to ethical dictates of accuracy and fidelity to true public service.
More women are now taking up modern family planning methods as compared to previous years. Let's give you some of the numbers. In the year 2020, 61% of Kenyan women used the methods, an increase from 2019's 56%. In a survey conducted by Performance Monitoring for Action, PMA, the uptake has reduced the rate of unintended pregnancies by 5 percentage points to 37%. This survey was conducted on 9,000 women. Despite COVID-19 disrupting access and delivery of reproductive health services, the survey showed increased demand, with married women using contraceptives rising to 62%, a percentage point higher than unmarried women. Now, most unmarried women, however, were more likely to use emergency contraception methods, including condoms. Only 26% used injectable family planning methods, with a similar number using implants. Married women were more likely to use more permanent contraceptives, with at least 37% using either implants or injectable means. Now, let's talk about the concerns. One was the lack of comprehensive information about family planning methods and available alternatives. While 76% of demand for contraceptives by women was met, 56 in every 100 women interviewed complained of lacking sufficient information. Okay, let's talk a bit of sports now. Sports Cabinet Secretary Ambassador Amina Mohamed has warned fans to stay away from the Kasarani Stadium during tonight's Africa Cup of Nations qualifier between Kenya and Egypt. Many fans have been asking about how they can attend that match, and CS Amina says the resumption of sports guidelines and Ministry of Health safety protocols provide that only players, team officials, match officials and assigned security personnel will be allowed at the match venue. There will also be tight security around the stadium to ensure that no spectators sneak into the stadium. Harambee Stars held their final training session last night, same as the visiting Pharaohs from Egypt. The match kicks off at 7 p.m. with Harambee Stars needing a win to rekindle faint hope of making it to the Africa Cup of Nations. Egypt need one win from 2 matches to qualify.
Every game has its own merits, and I think this is a big game and a good game also to judge where we are also as Kenyans in our football. And we believe that if we get a positive result, it brings us back into the continental, maybe booking a ticket if, okay, but we will do our best in the 90 minutes to make sure that we can come back into the picture, and God willing, our last game against Togo maybe could be the changing game.
And further